What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you, Madden 19. You know, this quote I stayed away from because I reached out to Carlos, I reached out to some people at EA, and I hoped I could get some clarification, maybe even an interview, but I don't think it's going to happen. When you think about a franchise, there are things that are put in for franchise, but it's never enough. I want you to think about that. It's never enough during the course of this video. I want you to take a look here what Rex Dixon had to say about franchise last year. 65% of our player base plays in franchise. It would be a huge strategic error for us to stop investing in franchise and to stop treating it as one of the premium modes. There's a stark difference in philosophies and concepts at play here. And I understand to a lot of people, they were frustrated by what Carlos had to say, but to me, I just don't know if he has a pulse of where Madden was, or where Madden is, or where it has been. This is actually from Head Coach 09. This is an EA product on a prior gen console. I want you to notice what I'm going to show you this game brought in a franchise-based game. Personality for every one of these coaches is different. The personality traits for every one of these coaches is different, and it helped mold the team. Not just the team that you played as, the teams that you played against. And this is what brings replay value. This is what brings immersion. This is what makes a game enjoyable. This is what sold this game. And it didn't just happen with coaches. It happened with positions. It happened with general managers. Take a look at everything that a general manager could bring to the table. And I know Madden is going to get position coaches back this year, but I want you to take a look at what position coaches brought in Head Coach 09, because you actually helped build a coaching tree for yourself. Did you want a speed team, a strength team, a discipline team? Did you want to have good running backs, good coverage skills? This helped you determine who you were going to bring on, why you were going to bring them on, and how long you were going to bring them on. It also helped sign players away, sign coaches away. You had to plan for a coach's retirement in a degree because you had to have somebody there that had the same skill set. It wasn't just bring on a person. For that matter, it started at the top of the team. I mean, take a look at the owners here and all their different personalities, and understand that in Madden currently, your real only interaction with a owner is looking at his picture in a trade. When we talk about trades, when we talk about team philosophies, this is what Head Coach brought. Negotiation differences, countering differences, how they spend money in free agency, the player roadmap that they use to draft players, all independent, all differently, and all used in conjunction with each other. Take a look at how they valued players, not just offensive players in terms of quarterbacks, but look at how they value defensive players. This is a situation that is not going to set itself up for equal opportunity trades where a quarterback is a quarterback or a lineman is a lineman. And it went one step further to the playbook, and this is where you really see differences in playing teams. Let's talk about players learning a playbook. You have a player that maybe isn't the most intelligent. Is he going to struggle with 154 offensive plays with the Eagles versus maybe 110 with the Dolphins? Let's talk about playing online. When was the last time you saw a team with a signature play used online? Most of the time, you see somebody select a playbook because they want a money play. I mean, that's just being realistic to where Madden currently is. Signature plays for offenses and defenses don't exist. When we talk about the value they see in players they're going to draft or trade, if I was going to trade the Falcons a corner, do you think they're going to want a man coverage corner when they have 22 man coverage plays? Do you think they're going to value that the same as the Eagles that had 2? Of course not. They're not going to have the same value for that player, whether it's free agency, whether it's the draft, or whether it's my trade. So for Carlos to sit there and say it's not enough leaves me with the impression that he doesn't truly have a pulse of where the community is, and what the community wants, and where the community has been. And I don't know if that's because maybe the people that are there sharing with him how we as the Sim community feel about this game, or what we want in this game, isn't being delivered. But I do know if you're telling me it's not enough, then you're not looking at what the company has done. Because I can't stress to you enough, this game was an EA product. This was on a prior gen console. So they have this capability. They understand this is the philosophy that the franchise gamers wanted, because they specifically marketed a game to us. But now you're going to give me a gameplay mode that lacks just about everything of what I just spoke about for the last 5 minutes nearly. And in that same context, you were going to tell me that you put things in for the game, but it's just not enough. And I don't want the beginning quotes to maybe seem like a positive light on Rex Dixon, because to be quite fair, Rex and Clint could have been those franchise guys, could have been those simulation game guys, but they didn't implement this either. So I know that Rex Dixon came out and said, listen, over half our gamers play in franchise. It needs to be a premium mode. It needs attention. And it still didn't happen. So what am I supposed to think when someone comes out and says, well, we try to give you what you want, but it's not enough? Quite frankly, in my personal opinion, respectfully, you haven't tried to give us what you want. You haven't tried to give us what we asked for. You gave us good enough. You gave us mediocre. And in return, we've slowly began to tell you about that. At least I have. Love to know what you guys think about this. Appreciate you checking it out. I'll be back in the week with more commentary.